Yo, happy Wednesday and welcome back to SBAA Nation. My name is Keith, aka Keithstone, and guys, I got some freaking player props for y'all today that I absolutely love. Want to do a quick recap first. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to forget my channel during football season, I promise you. And if you guys got a little extra time, just go ahead and smash that thumbs up button for me too. It goes a long way to help the channel grow and get in front of a broader audience. Do appreciate it. Hope you all tell this play. Gave it out to y'all free yesterday. Ernie Clement to get a hit, Austin Riley to get a hit. We went ahead and cashed the free play. Now, I'm starting to heat up again on DFS after kind of being in a slump prior to pretty much since Sunday. The week before that, DFS, we had a lot of slips. I'll show you a couple more. But yeah, when you hit these, put you way ahead. We had 2 sleeper slips. So basically, we put in $60 with boosts. And so we made $100 in profit. This was a home run play that I gave out on. I think I gave this out on the winnable free plan. I'm almost certain I did. And man, if we could have just got Judge right there, that we would have got a sick cash out option by the time Jackson Merrill even freaking played. So I wanted to see what that looked like, unfortunately. So we went 2 of 4, low wager, high upside. It was kind of fun. I'm back on Price Picks, believe it or not. Now, guys, they limit me, just so y'all know, they limit me to $5 a play, but I may be potentially, we'll see. We might have some big news with Price Picks coming up. So I decided to set a couple plays yesterday. I think we set 2 taco plays total. This was one of them, and we ended up hitting one of those. So most of my VIP clients, they can actually put, whatever they limit you guys to, 25, $30 per taco on these. So this was a nice little 6x hit for the VIP. Okay for me, just like I said, limit of $5. Okay, so. And then, yeah, so this is kind of like what my DFS slips had been looking like prior to Monday. And, we had plenty of hits too, but this is an all too familiar little look right here and very close. I mean, you're talking one of the hottest hitters in freaking baseball coming into this game. So he just, unfortunately, just was one short, man. So it stung. And then this got really exciting. I gave this out on winnable.com, I believe, for free. I usually always give out my Hail Marys for free on there. If you follow me on Threads, same thing, or X, same thing. And yeah, I mean, we got like I'll just show you right here. The Red Sox lost by a run. They blew it late. But if this could have got done, this game was the last one to finish. And we had a pretty awesome cash out offer. This was when the Yankees took a 1-run lead in extra innings. A little $5 bet pays over $1,000, right? But look at that cash out option we had. If the Yankees just would have held on, Boston took the lead. It was 1-0. We might have got a $500, $600, $700 cash out option. So it pays to be on the winnable free plan, guys. It's right here. It's 100% free to sign up. It literally takes less than a minute of your life. And I still have 9 of these weekend passes left. Now, guys, I made an Instagram reel literally about that home run play yesterday and about a play that I put 3 units down on UFC 317. And I told everyone in the Instagram reel, I said, guys, this is negative 150 today. By the time Saturday gets here, it's going to be worse than negative 200. And the lines are already starting to shift exactly like I said they would, even faster than I maybe thought they would. So you still have time. It's still reasonable odds. I have a bunch of other slips that you can, maybe add something on, a little parlay piece. I'm going to have a ton of freaking looks on VIP, UFC 317, going to have DFS, going to have books, and you're going to get all the baseball picks between now and then too. So hop on this. There's 9 of them left. It's basically going to pay for itself and lead to hopefully a big day in profit. I feel really freaking good about this weekend, especially on the books. I'm going to have a ton of DFS looks too. So go sign up before these run out at this price. The reason I limit these is because this is a really good deal based on what I usually charge for a week. So you're getting like half a week for this, and it's still an awesome deal. Usually pays for itself. So we have some decent ballpark spots today. We got Great American Ballpark right here. Good everything, runs, home runs. Probably another good time to look for maybe some lefties in this game. Coors Field, usually always pretty good. And then I noticed down here in this Angel Stadium, the home run chances do have a little spike. Same with the Rate Field as well. So pretty solid day on the weather overall. But there's a couple props I like today. I'm going to give you one for certain that I absolutely already placed a bet on. It was a half unit bet on the books. Let's go start with that. Actually, you know what? Let's start over here. I do like this prop right here, this Logan Webb. This is a fantasy score on Underdog. Okay, so he's hit this in, 4 of his last 5 and 70% of his last 10. And if you switch this to home games, actually, I think it goes up. So it's still the same, but it's literally 7 of the last 8 at home. He's got the Marlins today. They do have decent lifetime numbers, but it's a very small sample size. So this is going to be a building piece for me over here on Underdog right here. I just haven't got to the rest of the play yet, but I'll tell you what, when I'm done, I'll either give this out on a live stream I do today, or I'll send it out on the Winnable free plan. I'll give this play out for free, this DFS slip. So, but this is a piece I really like today, just letting you guys know. I hit parlay today. We're going to take Aaron freaking Judge, leg number 1. Okay. I believe when I put these two together, it came out to like negative 125-ish. Now, Judge had that little slump. We all kind of remember this, but, he's had a hit in 4 of his last 6 now. So that's a good look. And, yeah, I like the spot today against Brady Singer. This is a guy who's actually really struggled this season. I showed you the conditions at Great American Ballpark. Judge has faced him 15 total times. He's drawn a couple walks, and he has 5 hits. So batting .417. So meaning if he came up to bat 10 times, he's probably going to get a hit 4 of those just against the starter. So I think this is a good spot to back Judge. Versus right-handed pitching, he's batting a staggering .365. It's pretty much the same, righty versus lefty. It don't matter. And then you get a little boost here on the base batting average on balls in play. Nothing too crazy. And then, yeah, Singer, about the same, 240. Righties, lefties, doesn't matter too much. I personally just think it's going to be a hot day out there. I love the fact that Judge is on the road today. You guys know how I love my road hitters. Guaranteed full 9 innings of at-bats. The only time I would say he wouldn't, get a fifth plate appearance if the Yankees were playing well is if they were up just like massively and he ended up getting pinch hit for in the 9th inning or something. But I think it's a pretty solid chance for the number 3 hitter today to get that fifth plate appearance. You can see he's got that in 3 of the last 5 games. Pretty strong chance with a guy like Singer on the mound today. So that's going to be pick number 1, taking the Judge to get a hit. Pick number 2, we're going to take Pete Crow Armstrong to get a hit. You can see this guy's been dealing. And, yeah, he's on the road today as well at St. Louis, right up here in Busch Stadium. And, he bats a little farther down in the order. He's been batting cleanup a lot lately. So, the chances of him getting this 5th one maybe aren't the highest, but you never know. It's like a middling matchup today, to be honest with y'all. Eric Fed is one of these guys that he looks like really freaking good sometimes. And you're like, wow, this guy could actually be good in this league. And then he looks just horrible other times. So you never know which one you're going to get, but there's a solid track record. Not for Pete Crow specifically. He's only faced Eric twice, but he does have 1 hit of those 2 at bats. I like what's going on up here. You can see he's just been hot, hitting 8 of the last 10. And then, yeah, he's batting over 300. He hits righties a little better than he hits lefties. And it's the same thing with Eric Fed. He's given up almost a 250 batting average versus 235 overall. So it's a slight boost to the lefties. And same thing with the, batting average with balls in play. So I think this is a good spot. He throws primarily just 4 pitches down here: sinker, cutter, slider, changeup. So doesn't even throw a ton of, 4-seam fastballs. This is a 2-seam type of guy. And, yeah, the cutter, which is a version of the fastball. You can see Pete Crow. Look at this weighted on base average on these 2 pitches, the sinker and the cutter. That's what he's going to see a third of the time pretty much. And then the slider, that's still solid even though it's red. And then the changeup once again. So I think this is just a really good matchup on paper based on the style of pitches he's going to be seeing. So I do like Pete Crow Armstrong to get a hit today with Aaron Judge. That's going to be your hit parlay. And I believe the 2 of those together was like negative 120-ish. So pretty good odds today for these 2. That's going to be your free hit parlay. I've been really hot on these overall. We missed a few over the weekends. But overall, yeah, we cashed yesterday too. So another play I set on the books that I really like today. I like DeGrom to go over his outs. You can see last 5, he's been cruising right here. And last 10 overall, still 70%. This is a guy that will absolutely throw into the 90s more often than not. See, he's been going into the 80s recently right here. You can see over here, but he's still been getting these outs, even with 80s. Hopefully this is a spot where, they'll say, hey, if we need that, sixth inning and he's, at 80 pitches when he goes into it. Hopefully they'll let him go up here to one of these numbers. I'm thinking hopefully yes. 6 of the last 7 games. Baltimore against righties, they're bottom third. Okay, they're bottom third, right around bottom third in average. Same thing with on base percentage. And yeah, I mean, I think it's just a decent spot. This is a very inconsistent offense, and DeGrom, he's been playing really well this season. He's been pretty lights out. He's not giving up a ton of contact. His earned runs are right around 2. Doesn't give up much more than that. He's been getting some decent amount of strikeouts too. But the one I like the most, negative 125 on the books, is his outline. I like what he's been doing recently. He was close even right here. So really, if you just kind of took this one out, I mean, you'd be on a nice little stretch here. And then, yeah, there's nothing too crazy going on in Baltimore today. It is going to be a little warm, but I like our chances to get DeGrom over 17 and a half outs today. And then the other play I paired it with, now this is a much more aggressive look. I believe it was almost plus 200 maybe. So I only put a quarter unit down on this, which is 125. Now, the way I set that up, half unit, no matter what, as long as one of the 2 plays hit, we'll draw exactly dead. Even if they both hit, we're going to have a nice day. So, and I'm still not done. I'm probably going to have one more look. But so I like Yusei Kikuchi to get over 2 walks today, 1.5. So you can see there was this little stretch here where he was having a hard time with his control. Now he's gotten a little better recently, 1, 2, and 0. Houston doesn't walk a ton, if my memory serves me correctly. But what I do know about the Boston Red Sox is they do walk a ton. You can see against left-handed pitching right here, their walk percentage this season is second in Major League Baseball. So last 30, same thing. So you got a consistent track record. You got about a 10% walk rate, and Kikuchi has got an 11% walk rate on the year. So low percentile. This is like not a good number right here. You want this to be a red number in this scenario. So you put these two together. There's a reason why the books have it at what do we have it at here today? Negative 125. So I think it's got a pretty solid chance. Kikuchi, sometimes it seems like when I remember watching a couple of these games, I don't remember exactly which ones, but it seems like he's one of those guys that would rather just put a guy on base than like have to throw like a good pitch to get a strike when it's like a full count or something. He's not going to take a ton of chances, is kind of what I gathered here in this little stretch when he was really walking a ton of guys. And you can see right here, this game right here was against Boston, and look how many walks they drew. Okay. So they draw a lot of walks against lefties. This was 5 right here. This was against the Red Sox not that long ago. So we don't need 5 today. We need 2. That's it. So I like that a lot. It's going to be all the plays I got for you today. So we got, do a quick recap. We got the Logan Webb fantasy score, which I will send a slip out on the winnable free plan later for that. We got Aaron Judge parlayed with Pete Crow Armstrong to get a hit. I think it was like negative 120. And then I parlayed DeGrom over on outs and 17.5, and Kikuchi over walks. Normally, I only give you guys one of these plays. I'm giving you both today, and then I'll have more on VIP later, probably at least one. I like to go 3. 3 is a really good number on the books each day. So, yeah, I give you 2 of my top plays for free today. And, guys, if we hit, go use the winnings and hop on here so you can get all the slips for UFC. It's going to be freaking dope, and you want to get that head start on it. So that's all I got for you guys today. Sorry about the late upload. I'll try to get it out a little earlier tomorrow. But, yeah, let's win some freaking cash today. Peace.